G'day everyone, Connor here from CW Tech, back with another video, and today we're doing my camera review of the Nokia 7 Plus. So hit that like button and the subscribe button and let's get stuck into my video. Let's go. Now, if you're a subscriber, you would know from my videos from last year that I was really unimpressed with the Nokia lineup, especially the software and the cameras. Now if you watch my Nokia 7 Plus software review, you would know that my opinion on the software has changed dramatically. Well, it's also good news on the camera front. I'm really impressed with what I see so far on this low to mid-range phone from Nokia, the Nokia 7 Plus. So it is about 1/3 the price of a flagship, yet the performance of the camera, the software, everything is way up there. On the back of the Nokia 7 Plus we have a dual camera setup, one 12 megapixel, one 13 megapixel. The 12 megapixel comes in at 1.8 aperture and the 13 megapixel comes in at 2.6 aperture. We also have electronic image stabilization, 2x optical zoom and a dual LED flash. And then within that setup we have normal mode, panorama mode, live bokeh mode and pro mode. The front-facing camera is 16 megapixel and has all those modes minus the panorama mode, but you still have pro and bokeh and normal shooting modes as well. Now along the top of the camera interface you do have your flash, HDR mode, picture-in-picture or Bokeh mode, your shutter timer and your camera switcher so you can switch between your front and rear cameras. And at the bottom of the camera UI you get your toggle on, toggle off for your video mode. And at the bottom of the camera user interface you have your shortcut to your gallery, your shutter, and then your video on off toggle on the left hand side as well. Normal mode is nice and easy to use, and you do have that double press on the power button to get a shortcut to the camera. Using this, sometimes you do get a slight delay, but most of the time it works pretty well. Now, in good lighting, auto mode offers you some fairly good pics, and I've been really impressed with some of the photos that I've been able to take with the Nokia 7 Plus. And as we look through some of these photos now, you'll be able to see that HDR does work quite well, autofocus works quite well, the colours aren't overly saturated, they tend to be a little bit dull at times, but I've noticed that if they look a little bit dull on the camera or on the phone, they actually don't look too bad on a computer screen. So that's a little bit confusing, but it certainly was something I've experienced through my time with the Nokia 7 Plus camera. I've also been fairly pleasant with how the colours are reproduced on the Nokia 7 Plus, and I'd have to say that autofocus is vastly improved. Now we still do get sometimes where there's a little bit of a stutter when it's trying to focus on something, but most of the time it hits it pretty quickly and is generally spot on. So I've had really nice experiences the Nokia 7 Plus autofocus. Now, as long as your subject isn't moving too quickly, you can still get some okay images with your subject moving. So if you have children or dogs, you're still going to get some good photos. And again, last year you couldn't. If you had anything that was moving, you couldn't take a photo of it. This year, great improvements. Now, bokeh mode works fairly well. I've been fairly happy with it. In good lighting, it seems to work really well. You get nice edge detection of your subjects. It's pretty good. You know, it's probably not the best, but if you're just glancing at the photo on your phone, you cannot see the imperfections. So edge detection works quite well. The only downfall is when you start to work indoors or in low light, then the pictures become a little bit grainy. So it's something to keep in mind. If you are going to be doing portraits with this, do them outside or in a really well lit conditions and you shouldn't have a problem. Pro mode has also been really fun to play with, and it's really great to see that Nokia have brought this into the new lineup of phones. Now with Pro mode you can get some okay shots. I don't think it's that sophisticated yet that you're going to get anything amazing out of it, so I still carry around my DSLR no matter what phone I have in my pocket, but you're going to get some okay photos with Pro mode. Definitely a step up on last year. Panorama, it works as it should. Stitching is not amazing, but it's hard to tell on your phone that the photos have been stitched together. A little bit of distortion here and there, but nothing to write home about. Now, for the front-facing camera, again, I get some really good photos in really good light, and it's hard to complain about any of the photos the Nokia 7 Plus takes in good lighting. The front-facing camera in low light does start to struggle and graininess starts to creep in. I have also noticed that a little bit of movement, it's hard to get a good clean shot with a little bit of movement. So you're really going to have to take that into account. But hey, for most of what we use our phones for, it's going to do the job. I don't really think if you take a photo with your front-facing camera and put it up on Instagram, I really don't think too many people are going to notice that it was a poor shot. It's just another social media photo. However, if you're looking to blow it up and put it on some big prints, you're not going to get anything worth keeping. HDR mode seems to work well most of the time. Picture-in-picture is fun. I'd say it's another gimmick, another little add-on that's not too bad, and you know, you're going to have some fun with it. I took some photos of me and the kids and that sort of thing, and it was good fun to use. I did enjoy using it, so keep that in mind. So all in all, the Nokia 7 Plus camera is a good camera. For that $500 price range, but in Australia you're looking at around $550, it is a really great phone. I wouldn't pay any more than $550 for it. At that price, it's the sweet spot and is definitely worth it. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed my video of the Nokia 7 Plus camera review. I've enjoyed creating the video. Please hit the like button and the subscribe button, and I will catch you in the next video. Check out.